This next bout is a special attraction tag team match. It is your main event, and it is scheduled for... Losing first, at a total combined weight of 385 pounds, accompanied by Robbie K, world famous Daniel Lacey, the Trust Fund Kid, Frank Banks, the Wealth of Wrestling.
Well, I'll tell you, I may have been able to help you not have to hear Robbie K on the commentary, but unfortunately here in our main event, representing Wealth of Wrestling. We're looking at Blake Banks right now, the Trust Fund Kid. I have no clue what he's talking about. Of course, world famous Daniel Lacey. Not sure what makes him world famous, but I'm just regurgitating the lines I hear from these guys. Their Gucci-inspired gear. Very proud of how much it cost. Why is Sideshow giving him the microphone?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Robbie K. I represent world famous Daniel Lacey and the Trust Fund Kid, Blake Banks. Wealth of Wrestling. Tonight, we got a couple guys that went hiding for about 20 years.
Give or take, right?
First degree. The only thing first degree about them is the ass whooping they're going to receive tonight. After tonight, they're going to realize that they should have stayed in hiding because Wealth of Wrestling is going to catch another W.
That's right.
Because when you sign with Robbie K, you go all the way.
So humble is Wealth of Wrestling.
And their opponents, at a total combined weight of 400 pounds. First from New York, James Anthony. From Tampa, Florida, Dwayne Wonder. First, the Queen.
And it's been a while since we've seen Dwayne Wonder here in a WWN ring. And of course, James Anthony recently making his WWN debut. And of course, in various circles, these men have teamed as First Degree. Of course, Dwayne Wonder, a former ECW tag team champion with D'Lo Jordan. Been a while since we've seen Dwayne Wonder, but man, he is looking good right now. We already saw how good James Anthony looked in his debut just a few weeks ago.
Calling all the action, Little Billy Grace.
Little Billy Grace. So things are about to get serious here, and I'll tell you right now, I don't think it was a smart move by Robbie K, Wealth of Wrestling, to jump down the throats of First Degree. You can see James Anthony waiting at the door for Dwayne Wonder. You know, people run late, it happens. Great reaction there by Dwayne Wonder, by the way. Asking if they were fans and saying he wasn't ready to sign autographs. But right now, we're going to find out what kind of shape Dwayne Wonder's still in. And of course, we already know what kind of awesome shape James Anthony's in. But hey, I got to give it to Wealth of Wrestling, given they've got approximately a year-ish as a team in the sport, not much more than that in the sport, just the singles. Since coming together, and you're seeing the lockup here, with James Anthony taking control first. But since coming together and especially debuting in WWN, the Wealth of Wrestling has been incredibly successful. They've been on a roll for a while now. It's been quite a bit since you've seen those shoulders pinned, and you got to think to yourself, WWN officials will not be able to deny Wealth of Wrestling, not just in ACW, but throughout all of WWN. They're able to overcome First Degree. And of course, James Anthony here, beautiful counter. Despite the size differential, able to use his agility to break the hold. But of course, Daniel Lacey so quickly able to get that armbar back on. But you got to think for First Degree, looking to jumpstart the success they've had elsewhere in the Southeast, here tonight in a WWN ring. Lacey thrown up into the ropes, but a great shoulder tackle taking down James Anthony. Leapfrog and a drop kick. James Anthony looking great right now. Daniel Lacey's in trouble. Anthony's got the arm. You can see right now, this is a situation where you definitely have experience versus youth. We know James Anthony's got the goods. Now we're going to find out Dwayne Wonder. Does Dwayne look? Like I mentioned, it's been a while since we've seen him here in a WWN ring. The bigger man of the two in First Degree. As already mentioned, a former ACW Tag Team Champion. And as Robbie K screaming he can see ring rust, I'm not seeing ring rust. I'm seeing Dwayne Wonder not only in control, but using his size to his advantage. Lacey getting whipped into the ropes and a big boot. Look at the energy, look at the excitement. Dwayne Wonder's so happy to be back in the ring. Pinfall. 2 count only. But I'll tell you, Wonder's looking great and following things right back up. Always was a physical specimen, but the thing is he's got the knowledge to go along with it. Daniel Lacey, conversely, trying to fight off Dwayne Wonder, but of course in Lacey's case, has youthful exuberance and not the experience yet, and you're finding out right there. As the tag brings in James Anthony, First Degree looking like a heck of a unit. And that is what tag team wrestling is all about. It's about the unit. You're seeing the unit in action. Pinfall. 2 count only. And you can still hear Robbie K complaining to little Billy Grace. I wonder how many of these sideshows going to come up with. Drop toe hold, James Anthony, smart move. Now got the front chancery as well. You can see James Anthony keeping himself in his corner. He's got Blake Banks. He took all of the P&V out of Blake and used it against him, and that's the thing. James Anthony has that experience. James has worked so hard, waited so long to finally get into a WWN ring. We already talked about the time, the seminars. Wait, pinfall. Emphatic kick out there by James Anthony. Appreciate here once again, Robbie K trying to direct traffic, telling Blake Banks to stay on Blake, doing his best to fight off Anthony, whips him into the corner. But a great elbow catches Blake Banks. You gotta think might have knocked that young man down, or excuse me, out. He sure as heck knocked him down. Tag to Dwayne Wonder. And the kick there to the midsection. Dwayne Wonder once again. The energy, the excitement. Blake Banks is trying to slow down that onslaught of a much bigger man. Whipped into the corner. Wonder now, with a big boot, takes down Blake Banks. And the pinfall, 2 count only. And I'm telling you, this incarnation of First Degree, you gotta think they are looking good. A win here tonight's gotta quickly jumpstart them in the rankings from the perspective of the various championships in WWN. Daniel Lacey coming in, trying to save Blake. Dwayne Wonder not missing a beat. Hasn't even dropped Blake yet, but now Robbie K up on the apron. You got to be kidding me here. I should not be surprised in the sling blade connects there from Blake Banks to a distracted Dwayne Wonder. Pinfall. Somehow Wonder manages to kick out, but I thought the shock and awe and the distraction had been enough there. But for sure, the complexion of this matchup has changed thanks to Robbie K. I said it earlier, as much as I'm happy to not have to call commentary with Robbie K, to apologize for his antics here. Of course, now as a tandem, Daniel Lacey's tagged in. You saw beautiful leg drop there. The tandem maneuver, pinfall. Close, but not quite. Just barely getting up a shoulder is Dwayne Wonder. Of course, Robbie K debating whether the shoulder was down, but bottom line, official's word is what stands here. Lacey now. Oh, just literally you said it, Robbie. Trying to stay on top of him is Lacey. And he's got to make sure the distraction of Robbie doesn't work against him. Because think about it, if you got somebody screaming outside of the ring and especially complaining to the referee, I don't know about you, but that would distract me. But right now, there's no distractions. Dwayne Wonder getting beaten in the corner. And using every second of that 5 count is Blake Banks here. Quick tags. Might not like their attitude, but there's no denying Wealth of Wrestling. Talented young men. They're showing why they've been getting those wins. Of course, they have been insistent. They want a shot at the tag team champions. Wait, pinfall. 2 count only. But they want a shot at the ACW tag team champions, the Rapture. And of course, their argument is that they've defeated the Rapture. Of course, this is before the Rapture were the tag champions. And of course, the Rapture has defeated Wealth of Wrestling, but let's not worry about that. Perhaps a matter of time before that matchup happens, but that time will definitely be further away if First Degree is victorious here tonight in the Proving Ground. High knee. Impressive by Daniel Lacey. Taking down Dwayne Wonder. 2 bigger men on the 2 teams here facing off. Pinfall. You can see James Anthony wasting no time breaking things up. I don't blame him. You got to wonder, is Dwayne Wonder out? For as exuberant as Wonder was when he first got into the ring, there's nothing like ring time when it comes to conditioning and really being able to stay in that shape. And we don't know how much ring time Dwayne Wonder's had over the last year or so. Come on, Robbie K. See James Anthony losing his composure too, and I understand why, James, but what you're doing is inadvertently you're letting the onslaught continue here, and had the official not been distracted, this might have been it, but no! Yeah, that's your fault there, Robbie K. It's so loud, I feel like I am doing commentary with him, but nevertheless, Dwayne Wonder back to his feet. Daniel Lacey's trying to keep the ring cut off. Dwayne desperately needs the tag. James Anthony, but Lacey now back in control, has Wonder in trouble. Again, the tag. Dwayne Wonder is in no man's land. Snapmare to the center of the ring by Lacey in the boot. To an exposed. What is very impressive elbow drop from Blake Banks. Agility on display. Is that going to be enough? It was not. You got to ask yourself, was the nonchalant pin why it was not enough? And very cocky Blake Banks continuing on, but I got to give it to this young man. Climbing across the ropes like a cat, hitting that elbow, but now wasting time, jaw-jacking with Dwayne Wonder. The last thing you want to do is give Dwayne Wonder any time to recover. And at least Blake Banks now back on the offensive. I've said it before, that is probably the biggest weakness for Wealth of Wrestling. It's just the cockiness. It's the youth, the knowledge they have not yet gained. But man, they're going to get more and more dangerous here in the sport. But right now, Dwayne Wonder rolls out. Big hip toss, pinfall. Oh, but the way that the shoulders and the neck of Blake Banks landed, Dwayne Wonder was not able to force the pin here, and it was really that last little bit of adrenaline. I think was hoping to just stop Blake Banks, but instead now Dwayne's trying to get things back together, trying to get to James Anthony in the corner, and of course Blake Banks desperately trying to get to Daniel Lacey. Got to think whoever makes this tag first, the pendulum will swing in their favor. Daniel Lacey makes the tag, but so does Dwayne Wonder. James Anthony in the ring now catching Lacey. Or rather, fresh James Anthony finally back in control of things, hitting those elbows. And a big forearm as well, rocking Daniel Lacey. Blake Banks in trouble. Snapmare out of the corner by James Anthony, and a drop kick as well. Pinfall. 2 count only. You gotta wonder, was the official just a hair late getting in there? I'm impressed that Lacey kicked out, but regardless, it's those 3 that count the most. Anthony's got something in mind. We're gonna see tandem maneuver here by First Degree, but you can see Blake Banks caught Dwayne Wonder in the corner, and now Lacey center of the ring, taking off the head of James Anthony. Dwayne Wonder posted outside of the ring, inside of the ring, pinfall. 2 count only, but I gotta wonder, no pun intended, what kind of shape is Dwayne Wonder in now? After after being blindsided by Big Banks, and the tag to Banks. Mile High Club, no, not like this. Wealth of Wrestling victorious.
Your winners of this match, world famous Daniel Lacey, the Trustman Big Black Banks, the Wealth of Wrestling.
And as Robbie K literally has to pick his men up off the mat. The distractions, the interference. Well, at the end of the day, turned into a victory for Wealth of Wrestling. And that's the thing I said earlier tonight. The record books should have an asterisk that says the assist to Robbie K, but unfortunately what it will say is Wealth of Wrestling victorious against First Degree. But man, it was great to see Dwayne Wonder back in a WWN ring. James Anthony, Dwayne Wonder looking darn good as a unit here tonight, and you gotta think First Degree will be back, but unfortunately in their first match as a unit in this form, coming up short against Wealth of Wrestling. The very cocky Robbie K getting what he wants here tonight at WWN Proving Ground. What a night it's been for Sideshow. And unfortunately, Robbie K, I'm Trevin Adams. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you join us again soon.